Good day, sir. Today, we will be discussing about contemporary applications in technology.
In this presentation, we will discuss corporate social responsibility or CSR in the technology industry. Specifically, we will talk about how technology companies help society through education, environmental programs, AI safety, diversity and inclusion, digital literacy, and other responsible initiatives. We will also discuss real-world examples from companies like Google, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Meta, and Intel. Number 1. CSR activities in technology industry. So, technology companies support education, environmental protection, and community development para makatabang sa society. For example, Google funds digital education and sustainability programs worldwide. So, meaning, makatabang ang Google sa education and environmental projects nga gamit ang technology. Microsoft provides affordable technology access and supports non-profit organizations. Apple invests in renewable energy and recycled materials in manufacturing. So, ginahimo nila ni para mabawasan ang pollution and makatabang sa environmental sustainability. Meta supports internet accessibility and online safety campaigns. So, gina-promote nila ang safe and responsible use of the internet and social media. So, these CSR activities show that technology companies are not only focused on innovation but also on making positive contributions to society. Real-world CSR examples. In this slide, we can see actual examples of CSR programs from technology companies. First, Google.org provides grants to schools and non-profit technology projects. So, naghatag sila og financial support para makatabang sa education and community projects. Second, Microsoft Earbuds initiative improves internet access in underserved areas. So, ang purpose nila kay mahatagan og internet connectivity ang mga lugar nga kulang o hinay og internet access. Third, Apple Supplier Clean Energy Program encourages suppliers to use renewable energy. So, makatabang ni para mabawasan ang carbon emissions and ma-protect ang environment. Next, Amazon Future Engineer supports students learning computer science. So, ginatabangan nila ang estudyante para na-knowledge and skills sa technology. And lastly, Intel AI for You teaches students digital and AI skills. So, these examples prove that technology companies can use their resources and innovation to create positive social impact. And that would be all in my part. Thank you.
Okay. Good day, everyone. In my part, I will be discuss about the artificial intelligence safety commitments. Okay, so first here is AI safety commitments ensure AI systems are secure, ethical, and responsible. So ang pasabot diri kinahanglan ang AI secure, ethical, and responsible. So when you say secure, dapat protected sa hackers o misuse. And when you say ethical, dapat fair o walay discrimination. And last is responsible. So dapat sakto ang paggamit ug naay accountability kung mogamit tag AI. So for example, kung ang AI gigamit sa school para mo check sa exams, dapat fair siya sa tanang students ug dili siya bias. Okay, so second is companies promise to test AI models before public release. So diri sa dili pa i-release ang AI in public, i-testing usa nila aron makita kung naay errors, makahatag ba og fake information or delikado ba gamiton ang AI. Murag i-testing sa ang app before ipa-download sa tanan. So for example, before mag-release og AI chatbot, gi-test usa kung basin mohatag og wrong medical advice. So mo na siya ang example ana. Okay, third is AI safety includes preventing misinformation, bias, and harmful misuse. So, diri ang goal ani kay malikayan ang misinformation. So, example, si AI naghatag og fake news nga dili tinuod. So, ang ikaduha is malikayan ang bias. So, example ani is si AI mas mapili og lalaki kaysa sa babae bisan parehas sila og qualification. So, ang ikatulong nga dapat malikayan is harmful misuse. So, dapat malikayan ang paggamit sa AI in a wrong way. Okay, so last is governments and companies collaborate to create AI standards. So it means nga nagtinabangay ang governments ug companies sa paghimo og rules para safe ang paggamit sa AI. Pareha ra na sa traffic rules pero para sa technology. So for example, ang government naghimo og balaod nga bawal gamiton ang AI sa illegal surveillance or scam. So, the next slides talk about companies leading AI safety o mga dagkong company sa technology nga nanguna sa pagsiguro nga luwas gamiton ng artificial intelligence or AI. So, the main point of this is to ensure nga ang AI magpabilin nga makatabang sa tawo ug dili makahatag og kadaot. Okay, first we have Microsoft works on responsible AI frameworks and transparency reports. So diri naghimo sila og mga guidelines o balaod sa pagdevelop og AI. Nag-release sila og mga transparency reports aron makita sa public kung giunsa nila pag-atiman ang data ug tech. Second is Google DeepMind researches safe AI development practices. So diri sige sila og research kung usaon paghimo og AI nga dili delikado ang epekto samtang nagka-powerful ang AI. Okay, so third is OpenAI develops alignment research and risk evaluation. So diri ginasiguro nila ang alignment. Nagpasabot nga ang unahuna sa AI kinahanglan nagamatch sa needs o values sa tao. Sila sab ang nagatest sa mga risk sa dili pay pagawas ang bag-ong AI model. Next is Anthropic focuses on AI safety and harmless model behavior. So diri, grabe ilang focus sa paghimo og AI nga harmless or dili makadaot. Ginasiguro nila nga dili mag-away, dili maghimo og cyber attacks ug dili mag-spread og fake news ang ilang AI. So last is IBM or International Business Machines promotes trustworthy AI principles and fairness. So here, ilang gi-promote ang fairness aron ang AI dili mahimong bias sa usa lang ka grupo sa tao. So the next slides talk about carbon neutrality pledges o mga promises sa mga company nga i-reduce o i-balance ang ilang paggawas ug hugaw nga hangin sa environment. Okay, so carbon neutrality means balancing carbon emissions with carbon reduction. So it means nga kung unsa kadaghan ang carbon gas nga gipagawas sa usa ka company, kinahanglan parehas sab kadaghan ang ilang bawiyon o kuhaon balik gikan sa hangin aron mahimo kining zero ang net impact. Okay, so next is technology companies aim to reduce environmental impact. So diri ang mga tech companies naningkamot karon nga i-reduce ang ilang harm effects sa environment tungod kay dako kayo sila nagamit nga kuryente. Okay, so next is many companies use renewable energy in data centers. So pasabot nga ang mga dako nga mga bodega sa computer server or data centers ginaandar na gamit ang limpyo nga energy like sa solar, hangin o tubig. And last is carbon neutrality supports climate change prevention. So because of carbon neutrality, matabangan nga mapunggan ang grabe nga pag-init sa kalibutan o climate change. So in my part, that would be all. Thank you.
5K environmental goals of different tech companies. First, Microsoft pledged to become carbon negative by 2030. Second, Google aims to run on carbon-free energy 24/7. Third, Apple targets carbon neutrality across products and supply chain by 2030. And fourth, Amazon Climate Pledge aims to net zero carbon by 2040. And lastly, Meta invests in renewable energy products. Technology company commitments shows that big tech companies are working to help the environment. Microsoft wants to remove more carbon than it produces. Google uses clean energy, Apple aims to carbon neutrality, Amazon targets net zero emissions, and Meta invests in renewable energy. These actions show their commitments to fighting climate change. Diversity in Technology Initiatives explains the main actions companies take to promote diversity in tech. First, diversity programs aim to increase representation in technology. Second, companies encourage hiring women and underrepresented groups. Third, scholarships and internships improve opportunities. Lastly, inclusive work environments improve innovations. Diversity in technology initiatives. These slides shows how companies promote diversity in tech, creating programs to increase representations of different groups, especially those who have been historically underrepresented, especially women. Also, they offer scholarships and internships and create inclusive workplaces. The goal is to give equal opportunities to everyone. Impact of diversity initiatives show the results and effects of diversity efforts in technology. First, Google and Microsoft publish annual diversity reports. Second, more women now enter computer science programs. Third, representation has improved but gaps still exist in leadership roles. Fourth, mentorship programs help employees from diverse backgrounds. Fifth, progress is visible but long-term improvements is still needed. Impact of diversity initiatives. There is progress in diversity efforts. More women are studying computer science, and companies share diversity reports. However, there are still fewer diverse leaders. Mentorship programs help improve this situation. Diversity efforts are improving but not yet complete, so companies need to continue supporting inclusion to achieve better quality in the future.
Good day. In my part, I will be discussing about digital literacy program in the Philippines. Digital literacy program in the Philippines. The ICT digital literacy program teaches computers and internet skills. Google supports online safety and digital training workshops. TISDA provides ICT and technical training programs. DepEd integrates digital learning in schools. Nonprofits train communities in online works. This slide explains how different organizations in the Philippines help people improve their digital and computer skills. Digital literacy means knowing how to use technology, the internet, computers, and online platforms safely and effectively. The goal of these programs is to help students, workers, and communities adapt to modern technologies and have better opportunities in education and jobs. Example in the Philippines. First is the ICT Digital Jobs PH trains Filipinos for online freelancing careers. The second is TISDA online program provides free technology courses. Third is Google Be Internet Awesome teaches internet safety. The fourth is local LGUs provide free computer literacy workshops. The last is schools increasingly use blended and digital learning system.
Good day everyone. In this part of our presentation, I will be discussing about CSR and the digital and social media age. CSR and the digital and social media age. So what is CSR means? Corporate social responsibility. Companies doing the right thing for people, society, and the environment. First, social media increases public awareness about company actions. Second, consumers expect transparency from technology companies. And third, companies are quickly held accountable for ethical issues. And the last one, CSR reporting is now more visible and public. And next, transparency and accountability. Tech companies publish sustainability and ethics reports. So tech companies share reports about their good actions and ethics. And the second one, social media users quickly share company mistakes or success. So people on social media quickly post about company mistakes or success. And public pressure influences corporate decisions. Means public opinions
Good
can
day
affect
everyone. My
company
name is Ivy
decisions.
Claire D. Pimentel.
And for the
My
last
topic is
one,
all about
transparency
emerging
improves
CSR
trust
trends and
between companies
future
and
trends in
users.
tech CSR.
It
So
means being
first,
honest
what is
helps companies
emerging
gain
CSR
people's
trends?
trust.
So first, emerging CSR trends is focusing on how companies are integrating ethical and environmental goals into their core operation. So ESG reporting or environmental, social, and governance, companies are now expected to be transparent about their footprint. For example, a fashion brand publishing a yearly report detailing their carbon emissions and the diversity of their workforce. Second is the green business practices. These strategies to minimize waste and energy consumption, like a manufacturing plant installing solar panels and switching to LED lighting to lower its carbon footprint. And the third one is the social entrepreneurship. This business decide to solve social problems while remaining profitable. For example, TOMS Shoes, which famously pioneered a one-for-one model, donating a pair of shoes for every pair sold. Last one is the sustainable tech products. This is creating hardware or software that is eco-friendly. Like for example, the Fairphone, a smartphone designed to be easily repaired and upgraded by the user to reduce electronic waste. Next is the future trends in tech CSR. So these are the specific areas where the technology sector is focusing its future sustainability efforts. First is the green data centers reduce environmental impact. So, green data centers improving the energy efficiency of the massive server farms that power the internet. Like for example, Google is using AI to predict calling needs in data centers, like reducing energy use by 40%. Second one is the AI ethics and responsible technology are major priorities. Like AI ethics and responsible tech, ensuring AI is fair and biased and safe. Like for example, a tech company is hiring ethics officers to review algorithms for racial or gender bias before they are launched. Third is the company's focus on employee well-being and in conclusion. So employee well-being and in conclusion, shifting focus to the mental health and diversity of the workforce. Like for example, implementing 4-day work weeks or robust diversity, equity, and in conclusion, or DEI hiring programs. So next one is the circular economy practices encourage recycling and reuse. So circular economy moving away from take make waste to a system where materials are recycled and reused indefinitely. Like for example, Apple using like 100% recycled aluminum for its MacBook enclosures. Last one is the investors increasingly support sustainable companies. So sustainable investment, investors choosing to found companies based on their positive impact, like venture capital firms specifically are making funds for climate tech or startups. And that's all for my report. Next is goes to Sheila Atubang.
Good day. In this part is our presentation. I will be discussing is all about personal contribution as a future IT professional. Develop ethical and secure software solution. For example, create apps without viruses and hidden bad codes. Next, support environmentally friendly technology practice. For example, make programs that run fast and use less electricity. Next, protect user privacy and digital right. For example, secure password and never click private details. Next, participate in community technology education. For example, share knowledge on how to create technology. Next, ways to practice CSR and IT career. First, volunteer and digital literacy. help people learn basic computer skills, internet use, or online safety. For example, teaching senior citizen or student how to use email, Microsoft Word, or social media. The next, build apps that solve community problem. For example, create website or mobile apps that help people in everyday life. The next, use energy efficient coding and cloud solution. For example, write program that use less electricity and storage to help protect an environment. Encourage diversity and respectful teamwork. For example, listening to teamwork ideas and avoiding bullying or discrimination in the workplace. Then last, follow ethical technology standard. For example, protecting your personal information and not spreading fake news or harmful content online.